Hypocrite. Hypocrite. Point blank hypocrite. Now, some of you guys might know what this video is about because I just made a community post a couple hours ago. But we are talking about the latest 5-star character Genshin Impact they just drip market on their Twitter. All right, when it comes to Genshin Impact drip marketing, they dropped Lauma, the Dendro 5-star character. And I will say, this character looks beautiful. All right, she look fine as fuck, man. If she was actually in real life, bro, shit. Let's get to work. But nah, she's bad as fuck. I like her. I like her design. She's beautiful as shit. This video isn't about me complaining about this character's design whatsoever. I literally do not care. I think she's a beautiful character. And, you know, when it comes to female characters in, you know, these gacha games, honestly, there's a lot of people bitching about, you know, sexualization, saying, oh my gosh, you know, her boobs are too big, her ass is too big. Stop fucking crying, bro. Stop crying. And I have a feeling that the people who are complaining the most about, you know, quote unquote, women being sexualized in these games are women themselves. You guys do realize that there's games like Love in Deep Space, Tears of Themis, a lot of games out there that sexualize men. Do you ever see men bitching and complaining about men being sexualized in those games? No. You know why? Because we don't give a fuck. We don't care and we don't play those games. But when it comes to females, right, women being sexualized in, let's say, Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, Zenless Zone Zero, and etc., the main ones that are complaining and bitching are the women. Women, let us men have one fucking thing. Just let us have one thing. Let men goon like you guys goon. I'm sick and tired of women pretending as if they don't goon, as if they don't have a game where they can goon off to men. Just stop it. Stop it. Fine on with My Day, right? In HSR, when he like introduced My Day, when they first introduced My Day, he didn't have a shirt on. All the women were literally gooning after My Day. All right, I understand when it comes to Wuwa and Genshin, there's not a lot of male characters, and you guys want a lot of male characters in these games. Completely understandable. But please, all right, please stop bitching about the way these female characters look, bro. I don't think there's anything wrong with her, man. I think it's totally fine. And this is a gacha game at the end of the day. If you're expecting a gacha game to not sexualize characters, you are delusional. Gacha games are clearly not for you if you're expecting them to not sexualize these characters. You're clearly delusional. All right. But I just want to get that out there because I'm low-key getting sick and tired of these people bitching about women in these gacha games. It's really not that deep, bro. But anyways, once again, when it comes to Llama's design, I think she is absolutely fine as fuck. Absolutely beautiful character. Really, really beautiful. But my problem is the hypocrisy, because you guys remember Cantarella. All right, you guys remember this unit, Cantarella. I dropped a video like 4 months ago called the community's hypocrisy and victim complex is next level. And you guys remember when Cantarella, a lot of people were complaining about the character, literally saying, oh my gosh, this character, like we have this one tweet over here, let's go ahead and read it. It says, that was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen or heard. Was the fucking mouse sounds really necessary? And what freaks find that attractive because I need them castrated immediately? You guys remember this fucking clown, right? But yeah. So you guys remember for Cantarella, people were bitching about, you know, her just being sexy. That's all there is to it. And the excuses that most people made is when it comes to, you know, Cantarella and the way Kuro presented her, she is a femme fatale character. You guys remember that? She is a femme fatale character, and when you look at the definition of a femme fatale character, it says a femme fatale, sometimes called a man-eater, Matahari, or vamp, is a stock character of a mysterious, beautiful, and seductive woman whose charms ensnare her lovers, often leading them into compromising deadly traps. She's an archetype of literature and art. So that is pretty much Cantarella's character. That's who she is. That's literally her character trait, right? But the response that most people had whenever they would say that Cantarella is, you know, a femme fatale character, they'll be like, oh, dude, stop the excuses. She's a Gunner bait character. And they literally, you know, mass reported Cantarella. You guys remember Cantarella they mass reported the character. And you guys remember Wuwa, they had to increase the age rating for the game. They had to censor Cantarella, they had to censor Partethia, blah blah blah, and all that nonsense. They literally had to, I think, did they have to take the trailer down? I think they did. I forgot. But something happened to the trailer because a lot of people just reported that shit to the CCP. So when it comes to Cantarella, that character faced a lot of backlash. However, when it comes to Lauma, all right, when it comes to Lauma here, let's be honest, guys. This character is literally naked underneath this outfit she's wearing. Like underneath that, she's wearing nothing, bro. She's absolutely wearing nothing. She's literally naked. So we come over here. This is absolutely ridiculous. So this person says, bro, this fan service on this shit is past Wooba level. Laugh my eyes out. She barely has anything on. All right. This person's pretty much saying, yo, this character is literally fan service, bro. She's naked as fuck. What are we doing? Look at the response. I don't think they reached Wooba yet. Bro is showing panties. My nigga, have you ever seen panties before? Oh my gosh, panties. Oh, camel toe. Let's be honest, bro. When they first dropped Cantarella, who the fuck was looking like if the first thing you do when Cantarella dropped, the first thing you do when you summon for this character is look at her panties and try to see she has a camel toe, nigga, there's something wrong with you, bro. You are an extreme gooner. Like your gooning level is past 9,000. Because when I got Cantarella, I did not pay attention to this whatsoever. It's just people looking for problems and just trying to bitch about anything, to be honest. But here is where the hypocrisy starts, ladies and gentlemen. This person says, Lauma is based on a naked goddess. And while I personally don't play Wuwa, I think it's a gorgeous game, but fan service, so let me get this straight. You don't play Wuthering Waves, but you literally have all these screenshots of the game. These people will never escape the accusation of they don't even play Wuthering Waves, yet they're so confident in what they're saying. Buddy, you don't even realize how hypocritical you are. Because people were saying the same exact thing for Cantarella when they said that she is a femme fatale character. And people like you were literally saying, we don't care, Wuthering Waves is a gooner game, fan service game, gooner bait character. But the moment somebody says that Lauma is a fan service character, gooner bait character, she's based on a naked goddess, bro. You can't make this shit up. Rules for thee, but not for me. So, Lauma, you can justify her, right? You can justify them pretty much putting in a naked character in the game, right? Because she practically is. No cap, guys. She literally is naked. No cap. But you're justifying that by using the lore. And this person isn't wrong, right? When I searched up Lauma, hey guys, I did my research. When I searched up Lauma, it says Lauma in Baltic folklore is a fairy who appears as a beautiful naked maiden with long fair hair. All right, so yeah, this person is right. But my problem is the fucking hypocrisy, because how are you gonna sit here and say she's based on a naked goddess, but you're sitting here screenshotting Cantarella, bro, after people told you that she's a femme fatale character? Make it make sense, bro. Like it, I don't understand, bro. I literally do not understand, man. It's just so cringe, bro. It's so cringe. Like, everybody has their own preferences. Everybody has their own opinions. You can, complain about character designs all you want. Who cares? But don't be a hypocrite in the process. Like, if you're going to sit here and point fingers at one game, but completely disregard the other game, right? Just because you love that game, it's just like, let's be honest, guys. It's just not fair. It's clearly not fair. You're clearly being biased. And if somebody calls you out on that, don't sit here and try to play defense and be like, oh no, well, Cantarella's was outrageous. Llama's is tame. You literally just admitted that Lauma is literally naked, bro. Come on. You literally admitted that she's naked, man. Unbelievable, man. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Hope you guys have a good one, and I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Adios.